I welcome you to Jahaneman. Jahaneman, your own channel. And nowadays we are celebrating Women's Day. This full month celebrations has women of substance. We have started on 8th of this month and it's going to end with a gala event on 7th of March. Thank you very much for watching us. And every day, Jahaneman tries to bring one woman of substance so that we can discuss about her struggle, about her achievements, and also about her ideas on emotional fashion. You know, women are always to be said that they are very much passionate about their clothing, dressing, and like this special corner of the mind is always reserved for this purpose. Do you agree? I totally disagree this, but it's my personal opinion. Let me know from the guest today. So I welcome Miss Alina Musanna. Such a beautiful name, Alina. Welcome to Jahaneman.
Thank you so much, Dr. Halima. It's an honor to be here today.
So Miss Alina Musanna is program manager at Led by organization that is empowering the women. So you are the appropriate person to be at this platform, the women of substance.
Thank you so much.
Please let's know about your background, about your education, about your career, your passion, your mission in life.
Sure. Okay. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I am Alina. I'm currently working as the program manager at Led by Foundation. Like Dr. Halima told you, Led by Foundation is actually India's first leadership incubator for college-going Indian Muslim women to help them find their voice in the community and to get access, avenue, and agency to good jobs and role models. In terms of my personal journey, I have done BCom honors from Delhi University. After that, I started working with Meltwater, which is a global software as a service company based out of US. I was a part of the client success team, and I had a phenomenal experience working with them. So that job was in the corporate sector. After working with them for 2 years, I decided to pursue further education, and that's when I decided to do the Young India Fellowship from Ashoka University. After graduating from it in 2019, I joined a rural healthcare startup called Grameen Healthcare, where I was working as a project manager. And right after that, I joined Led by Foundation. So I think my idea has always been to work, since I graduated from the fellowship, my idea was to work in the development sector so that I can be associated with work that creates positive social impact. And that's, I think, why I worked with Grameen and Led by, and hope to continue doing so.
Wow, Alina, you are describing yourself or you are describing some very senior Buzurg type ki aurat ko? So much you have achieved at this young age.
Thank you so much. It's just the beginning, I hope.
So Alina, today we like on this Women's Day, we are discussing very important issue, women and dressing. So what is the connection between emotions and fashion? Should we fashion our emotions? And what is your understanding of emotional fashion?
Okay. Sure. So I do think that dressing plays an important role, just like any other component of your personality. For example, your body language. So similar to that, how you carry yourself definitely has an impact on how others perceive you. So yes, taking care of little things like how you're dressing, how you're representing yourself is very important, but that's definitely not the central point of who you're seen as a person or how I would like to see someone as a person. I think their ideas, their intentions are also very important, but I think that's the first impression definitely comes through how you're carrying yourself. And in terms of, I think, emotional fashion, yes, what you're wearing has an impact on how you're feeling, and vice versa. How you're feeling, you feel like dressing up like that. And I think with the work from home thing being in fashion now, everyone is working from home. The entire idea of wardrobe or formal wear has also changed to people actually being in home clothes. So that has also had some impact on just how people perceive work. I have had some very interesting conversations with friends where they said that, oh, when we used to dress up up, it felt like power dressing and we were ready to conquer the world. But I think eventually everyone got used to the comfort of working from home also, a lot of them, honestly. And then they realized that, yes, as much as you could achieve by wearing a blazer, you could also just do the same thing while working in your pajamas. But yes, that's something that plays a role, but not the most important part, I feel.
Thank you very much. And Alina, what about those who don't have the count of their dresses? Like n number of shoes, n number of accessories, n number of clothing, n number of dresses. So is it going to be like, is it going to harm our environment? Is it against our sustainable development principles of UNO?
Definitely. I think that when it comes to sustainability and when it comes to being responsible about your choices, it is very important to take care of how many things you own. And I think in a lot of ways, we are a very consumerist and very materialistic society where we do put a lot of importance on how many things you own or how are you looking, but that does not have to necessarily come from owning 1,000 different pieces of clothing. You could look stylish and elegant, and you could express yourself with a limited amount of clothing or the things that you possess. And I do think that with this fast fashion that is actually right now going on, it's very harmful for the environment, and we don't realize how much we end up harming the environment by not being responsible about our choices.
Thank you very much. Such a like a balanced approach of life. I really very happy to have your mindset and your approaches. And you know, the best part is that we should feel confident. Whether if we are feeling confident in particular dress, then fine. If with particular color, then fine. If without any color choice, then also it's fine. Now on this Women's Day, International Women's Day, have you made any resolution for yourself, any special resolution as a woman?
I do think that this is actually my first month when I'm working at Led By. So my resolution is definitely to be an active part of the tribe of women who are trying to break barriers and stereotypes and have an aim and objective in front of themselves and achieve them despite all setbacks. And I'd like to be an active part of it, lead that, and help all such women come together on a platform where they feel safe, where they feel that encouraged and loved and motivated to do whatever they want to do in their lives. I think that's my resolution.
Thank you very much, Alina. And now what would you suggest or advise or your message for your sisters, your mothers, and your nieces, all those who are watching this program? What is your message for them?
I think one message that I'd definitely like to give to everyone who's hearing, particularly all women, girls, especially young girls, I think follow your dreams, pursue your ambitions. Don't let them go away because of how society tells you to be, or if you are sort of facing pressures, having setbacks, or having to deal with stereotypes. You have the capability and the ability to do it. Don't let others dictate what you do in life. Just follow your heart and your dreams, and I think there's just great potential to be realized.
So follow your heart. That is the message of Alina Musanna from Lucknow. And Alina is following her heart. Isn't it, Alina?
Definitely. And I'm very blessed to have a very supportive ecosystem in terms of my family, in terms of my colleagues, workers, friends, that I am able to pursue my ambitions and dreams.
Thank you very much. That's why Jahaneman has selected you as Women of Substance. And Jahaneman is presenting every day one Woman of Substance, the representative on behalf of all the women of the world. You know, all the women of the world, they deserve to be appreciated, acknowledged. They deserve to be respected. They deserve to be accepted, that their efforts are tremendous. And without them, there is no charm in life. There is no existence at all in this world. So thank you very much, Alina Musanna, for joining us. And may Almighty bless you always. Always keep smiling. And I love your smile. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to be here. Thank you, Dr. Halima.
And my dear sisters and my dear brothers, whosoever is watching this, thank you very much for watching us. She was Alina Musanna, and how beautifully she has explained her own mission and what's her say on emotional fashion and what's her message on this auspicious day. So if you like her answers, kindly do share with your friends, with your family, and please appreciate her in the comment box. Thank you very much for watching us. Take care and